over 7,000 comments on my Generation Jones videos. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm Jill from GrownupDish, and I recently discovered that I, like many of you, are part of Generation Jones. We are the sandwich generation between baby boomers and Gen X. We were born between 1954 and 1965, and y'all, your comments just have totally cracked me up. I have tried to read every single one of them. So I'm back for part 2 of a Do You Remember? And every single one of these were suggestions that you guys left in the comments. So let's get started. Do you remember pixie sticks? Pixie sticks, yes. You used to open this straw. It was literally filled with flavored sugar, and you poured it in straight into your mouth. Straight into your mouth. I think they actually still do exist. Remember Shake-a-Puddin'? Shake-a-Puddin', you would make pudding in this thing. Records on cereal boxes. Oh my God. I used to fight with my parents because of course we wanted to cut the record out of the cereal box before we finished the cereal, and my mom was not having it. She was like, you'll finish the cereal, then you'll cut out the record, and then we put it on our little turntable and you could listen to songs. Love's Baby Soft, the first perfume I ever really wanted. And let me say, Google that advertising, go back and look at it. It's quite problematic. Remember, gee, your hair smells terrific? I think that was right about when I was hitting late elementary school, junior high, and I just thought that was the most sophisticated thing in the world. I'm sure it was just terrible shampoo with a ton of fragrance. Speaking of fragrance, remember Jean Nate, had that too, along with my Love's Baby Soft. What about a Mrs. Beasley doll? Definitely had one of those. I think she had a string and you could pull it and she could talk. Spirograph, that still exists today. That's a cool toy. I think they've made it a little more high tech, but I used to spend hours on that Spirograph. Silly Putty, that also still exists today because when my kids were little, I used to put it in their stockings because it was so retro. Bazooka Bubblegum that came with comics in it. Absolutely remember that. S&H grain stamps. Oh my gosh, I used to sit at the kitchen table with my mom and either lick them or use a sponge and put them in the book so we could get some crap out of the catalog. What about PE uniforms? I don't think schools do this anymore. If they do, I'm sure they just let kids wear like a school t-shirt and shorts. But when I was in junior high, we had, I'm going to try to dig up a photo, but we had the ugliest PE uniforms. They looked terrible on absolutely everybody, regardless of your body type. You stepped into it. It was like some kind of jumpsuity thing. It snapped at the shoulders. It was an absolute abomination. And then the last one is Dippity-Doo. I grew up in Florida. I am a curly-haired girl. All I ever wanted was straight hair. And before elementary school, I would just plaster my hair with Dippity-Doo, and then I would sleep in a bandana so that I was telling myself that it would look straight when I went to school, but of course it didn't look straight. It just looked like curly hair covered with gunk plastered to my head. Anyway, you guys, you are the best. Keep these comments coming. I am laughing and enjoying every single one of them, and I will continue to share them with you.